Okay, just accept the live, the blue button, botão azul. And now we are live. And we are still have people coming. That's awesome. Well, TNT, Talk and Talk, is a place for you to practice your English or your Spanish or your German or your Portuguese or your French, or I don't know. I think I said all of the languages. So this place, this free environment, we are not going to teach you anything. A gente não vai te ensinar nada. But, and I like to say this with like a pause, you are going to learn a lot. Vocês vão aprender muito. And for those who are already here for a few weeks, you can understand what I say. When I don't teach and you learn, that's the best way for us to learn. All right? We have just started an English conversation group for beginners. Então, agora a gente tem um grupo de conversação em inglês para iniciantes, toda quarta às 6 da tarde, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So if you want to be part of this, just check the website. You're going to see there. Claudia was there. Who else was there? Maybe just Claudia, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. So it was pretty good. And it's live on YouTube. You can watch it as well if you want to. And what else? We're going to talk about backpacking. And I have some questions. For those who are in the WhatsApp group, you already have the questions since yesterday. So maybe you could prepare yourself. You could, check some vocabulary to try. So there we go. So 10 questions, and I have more in here. More 9. Samuel, yes, you can get the link. You just check oops, I put in the wrong place. Did you get the questions, all of you? Do you have the questions now? Because I think so.
No, I don't see the questions.
Yeah, the WhatsApp group you can check in here, and then you're gonna get the link. The WhatsApp group, it's not free, and this is really important. O grupo do WhatsApp foi criado para manter tudo funcionando de graça, tá? Qual que é o valor do grupo do WhatsApp? É o valor de um lanche no mês, apenas um lanche. É mais barato que um McDonald's, tá? Apenas um lanche e vai ajudar a gente a manter o projeto gratuito com quase 20 pessoas, todos os encontros de inglês. Essa é a média, entre 15 a 20 pessoas por encontro de inglês, e são 120 encontros no mês de inglês. Então, depois vocês fazem o impacto que tem, okay? So, the WhatsApp group, it was created just for that, okay? And we bring some...
For English only?
Sorry?
Is this group for English only?
Yeah, just English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have the English group, the Spanish and the French. A gente traz algumas aulas, bônus aí para vocês assistirem, participarem, e o encontro de conversação para iniciantes é gratuito para quem está dentro do grupo do WhatsApp, tá bom? So, let me put the questions back again. So, you think it's easy to be a host? And it is. But you need to to do a lot of things all the same time. So welcome, Barska. Good to have you here. Okay. So you all have 19 questions, okay? So, and we are 19 people here. That's a coincidence. So I'm going to divide you in small groups. Eu vou dividir vocês em salas menores. Nessa sala menor, eu preciso de um voluntário, principalmente alguém que já tem experiência, para liderar o grupo e para fazer com que todos falem. This is really important. If you speak too much, and I know there are people that you like to speak, but remember, we are in a group. There are other people that they are here to speak as well. So pay attention to this because we are living in a group, okay? So I'm going to divide you in small rooms, and let me check how many. Okay, we're gonna have 4 rooms, each with an average of 4 to 5 people. So we have, okay, I'm just checking. Please do not correct each other. We are not here to judge. Mistakes are more than welcome. And we are here just to really practice. This is real immersion in English, okay? Without leaving your place, your home. You don't need to travel to speak and practice your English skills. So I'm gonna have some people here with me in the main room, and I have a lots of things about backpacking to share. And the others, please, be nice to each other. Let me just do something here. Just a second. And yes, great. All right. And okay. Great, very good. So yeah, we are still on time. Before we finish, I'm gonna get everybody back to see how it went in the small rooms, just for a wrap-up session. Só resumo no final, né? Então quem puder ficar até o final, a gente tem resuminho aí bem legal. So, see you. Have a nice experience. And, oh, just a second. Let me put this, okay. All right, so see ya, everybody, and enjoy, have fun. Present yourself first. This is really important. I'm sorry. Present yourself first, okay? See ya. Very good, very good. So, Claudia, you're here. Eloise, you're here as well.
Hello.
And who else? Eloise and Victor and Pedro. Very good. So it's just 5 of us, and we're gonna have a conversation in English about backpacking. So present yourselves as always, and think about this. Every time, try to bring something new about yourself, just a little piece of information, especially with new vocabulary, okay? And you can prepare yourself first, and then you try to speak something different. And then you're gonna see, like if you do it like twice, 3 times, you're gonna see that you're gonna learn that, and it's gonna be easier for the next time. So I'm gonna start with Pedro. Presenting yourself, please, for us.
Okay, good morning, guys. I'm Pedro. Good morning. I'm 27 years old. I live in São Paulo. I always forget to say that. I'm living in São Paulo, and I work in a hospital, but I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I work in a administration part, I guess. And that's it. Let's talk, right?
Very good, very good. Choose someone now. Choose another person. Pedro, choose another person to present.
Oh,
you're,
let me check.
You're...
Okay, maybe Claudia?
Hello.
Claudia?
Hello. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I'm in Belo Horizonte. I work in a health area. I'm a lab technician. I like traveling a lot, but nowadays, because it's pandemic, I know traveling like many people. So I think after pandemic, I intend traveling a lot. And
yeah.
This topic today, the backpack.
Very good. Very good. Eloise, and you?
Hi guys, I'm 30. I live in Olinda, Pernambuco. I'm work as a designer, and I live here with my mother and my dog Bruce, like the Batman. And as that's my first time here, I'm a little nervous, but I'm liking the conversation.
Very good. Welcome aboard. And
Welcome.
everybody
Thank you.
feels the same. So Pedro, he was like that the first time. Claudia, myself, back in 2016 when I hosted the first TNT, I had to drink 2 beers. I was terrified because, oh my God, it was really, really bad.
This is a good idea. Let me check my fridge.
No, it is.
Hold on.
But,
Hold on, guys.
yeah, it was hard. So you're gonna get used. And I think, Eloise, this is the best chance you get to understand how to speak. Because what we are doing here, it's not taught, não é ensinado em nenhum lugar.
Yeah.
You live this experience to learn how to speak. And then you get better, better, and better. Very good. Good to meet you. And now, Victor.
So good morning, guys. I'm Victor. I'm 19 and I'm from Minas Gerais. I live in a small town with my parents and my dog. And I like reading, and that's it. All about me.
Very good. And about myself,
Okay.
I'm Philip, but people usually call me a lot of names. And every time people ask me, oh, what's your name? I say, I like to call myself Philip, but you can call me Phil, Felipe, PH, PH, whatever you want to, okay? Sometimes people call me Phillips, and no worries about that. So I like to say my name is Philip, and that's pretty much it. Okay? So this is really Brazilian. Yeah, this is awesome. I have it here, the back of my building. There is like so we're gonna start using this have you ever. This is a present perfect structure, and this is talking about the past. So have you ever been backpacking? So, or have you ever traveled like with a backpack on? Backpack. It's like the thing those things people carry in the back. So they travel like the whole country, like or like Europe or America or whatever. So backpacking. So have you ever backpacked? Have you ever been backpacking? And just feel free to start speaking. If you haven't, that's okay. You can just tell.
I can. So I never, I never do that, but I want. After the pandemic state, well, I usually never was the guy that deserve makes a lot of travel. I prefer to go out with my city and just, but after in the pandemic, because we are in, right? We are in, but I think after this, I create now deserve that to travel, and backpacking is one of the things that I want deserve nowadays. So I never do that, but I want a lot, right? And yesterday I finished the series on Netflix called Atypical. Did you watch it, guys? I recommend. Is a autist guy, and he has a lot of adventures. And in the last episode, he did a backpacking, so it's incredible.
Very good, very good. Who else? Who else?
I choose someone or what?
Oh, just an
Okay.
extra. Just start speaking.
No problem.
Okay, I never traveling like that kind of, but I think it must be very good. I think yes, this I think it will be funny. I think it's funny and
Yeah.
cheaper. I think it's the cheaper too. No very expensive like traveling for the,
É, tem que marcar pra ir.
I don't know, pacote de viagem, né?
At the
More,
travel package.
yeah, I think it's cheaper and fun. I want to have an experience in post-pandemic, after pandemic.
Very good. I think a lot of
Great
people,
idea.
right? A lot of people will travel. And you, Victor?
So I've never been backpacking before, just like Claudia and Pedro. In my case, I'm not sure about if I want it because I don't like to travel as much as some people like. But I don't know. I think with someone else can be a good experience with someone that you like or that you feel comfortable with. Can be a good experience to, go out and discover new things, new places, but I'm still afraid of it. I'm not the kind of guy who like to travel. Sometimes I like to be in different places, but I don't like the process to travel. I don't feel so good in the process. Sometimes I got sick in the travel. So, but I think it could be a good experience someday.
Very good. Very good. You, Elo.
Well, I never have been backpacking. I already traveled the um, the main modality sometimes, and I love knowing other places and other food, but I think I would not like being backpacking. I I think it does not match with my profile, and I would be afraid of some things. I prefer to have a place where I would be more comfortable and feel safe.
Very good. That's nice. Really good to hear that. And so that's very good what you said. Let's talk about the advantage and disadvantage of backpacking. So Elo, you have just said about the profile and the concerns you have. I just want to listen from the others. What do you think it's an advantage of backpacking and a disadvantage of backpacking?
So in my opinion, I think is backpacking advantages. It's about the price, né? Because I think it will be more no, cheaper,
Yeah.
and for that you can visit many places, né? Many places for year, many places and many cultures, different cultures, but the disadvantage, I think there's no disadvantage, but for me, I think it will be hard because I go take many things because woman always take many things. So I think how I go put in a backpack my things. It is
Impossible.
will be amazing if I can do it.
Very good. Very good. Who else? Victor or Pedro? Just pick.
Yeah, so I think one advantage is you have much contact with the nature, with the environment, and also with the place that you go. Because when you're traveling in a car, maybe you don't, make a pause to see the things. You just pass in the cities and you didn't have the opportunity to see much things, much people, or to prove new food, or see new places. But in the other hand, I think maybe it can be dangerous because if you get sick or if you, I don't know, an animal attack you, it can be like hard to manage because maybe we can be far of the hospital in some cases. But just like Claudia said, I think it's not so expensive as a common travel. So I still think it's a good option.
Very good. And Pedro, what do you think about the advantages and disadvantages? You're muted. Sorry, you're muted. Yeah.
The advantages are, I think, the experience, yeah, about our life. We are in a large world, so we traveling, we can know a lot of people, a lot of cultures, right? Yeah, cultures, foods, and I think you can change our vision about a lot of places, a lot of people, right? This is good for me, at least. But these disadvantages is, in some cases, the money, or in Brazil, it's always the money. Yeah, the money, the time, because a lot of people work Monday until Friday, or maybe sometimes weekend, right? And some people, they have children, a husband, grandparents, a lot of things to concern. So, but talking exactly about the backpacking, I I agree with Claudia, because I don't know why or how
There's stuff.
including things in my backpacking. I don't know, maybe I need two underwear, I want short, some spoons, I don't know, 2 bottles of water, and this my my passport card, I don't know, bilhete único.
Yeah, your bus card,
Bus card,
your ID.
yeah, that's it. I don't know, I will need to search on the internet. That's it.
And thinking about that, it's really good to, sometimes we don't need a book to study, study English. You can, this topic, and then you can think about your next trip, and then you start thinking, oh, okay, I will get a luggage, a regular luggage, or a backpack.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What I'm gonna put in there, my things, what are the name of these things in English, and then which place I'm going, so what I'm gonna do there. And then you can start and write about vocabulary, especially vocabulary. Vocabulary, you don't need to have someone to teach you. You can learn by yourself. maybe the structures to build the sentence and everything, I understand it's something difficult to do by yourself when you're learning, but vocabulary alone, like backpacking, luggage, spoon,
Luggage.
like whatever the vocabulary you can learn by just thinking. And let me ask Elo now another question. It's not in the list, but Elo, what are the advantages and disadvantages of traveling, like in a travel package or the regular way? Not the regular, but a way different from backpacking.
Yeah, I think the main advantages is you have less unforeseen, because you have a place where anything happens, you can come back to this place and you can keep your habits there, like you have food and a place to sleep, and
Yeah.
with safety at all. I think
Our bed
this
is
is
our
the
bed, right?
yeah
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
and
our couch.
yeah, and I think disadvantages is, as you all told, it's more expensive, and maybe you don't have the opportunity to contact with people from that place. I think the times I visited other cities, I knew many places and the local food, but I didn't meet. I didn't have many contact with people from that place. You don't have to make much contact. You don't have to have conversations a lot, like when you're backpacking.
Yeah.
And it difficult to know the culture. You know the places and the history and the food, but not much of the culture, because you don't have the opportunity to live like them.
Yeah. You need more time, right?
Yeah. You don't
that's
have,
true.
I think you don't have many opportunities to conversation. I think the people not gonna understand maybe why this stranger is talking to me. And because you don't have a propose like you have when you're backpacking.
Yeah, very good. Pedro, you can keep adding information about this. What do you think?
No, I agree with her, because I'm not thinking about it, because sometimes we travel to place but in our mind we are concerned about visit places and just, or eat food and just, and we don't have a chance to live in there, to create roots, right? Roots in there, in the local. So yeah, traveling is good, but this is not good, because it depends of the place. You need to more time to create a route, or a real friendship, right? And back again later. And I don't know. I agree. Yeah, I don't thought about this.
Very good.
This is interesting, very interesting point.
Claudia, I have a question. My colleague visited. Do you live in Minas, right?
Yeah, Belo Horizonte.
Yeah, my colleague my work colleague, I guess, work colleague, right?
Let's say colleague at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he visited Minas Gerais 2 or 3 years ago, and we was talking about it, his travel, and he said to me, "Oh, I ate cheese bread of Minas Gerais." And oh yeah, oh my God, do you like it? And he talked. No, I don't like it. In São Paulo is better.
Oh,
Oh my
no way.
God.
No way. No, it's impossible.
It's
Oh my God,
possible,
but
yeah.
oh my God, it's serious. Are you are you talking to me and saying this? This is a bullshit, man. No, we serious. The cheese bread is horrible. I prefer in the baker in my neighborhood. Oh my God, I was surprised.
The first person says about this because as many people, all people like a lot our mineirinho pão de queijo.
And this is something good about, you know, traveling when you get the chance to try local food, you know. I think for me, fast when you get the chance to try local food, this is really awesome. This is really awesome.
Yeah.
Mineiro cheese is the better. I think it's the better in the Brazil.
Yeah.
It's champion in cheese.
Yeah, champion of cheese.
The better cheese, canastra cheese. It's I think it's recognized to the best cheese, canastra. And
So-
canastra it's the better for make cheese ball.
Yeah. So let me ask a question to Victor. When you travel, if it's backpacking or not, what do you like most doing? Like eating, just visiting museums, or just trying to know people? What do you like most when you travel?
I think maybe I don't know. The process sometimes for me it's really hard, but I like to see the nature. I live in a in a small city, so I have a lot of contact with the environment, with nature. But when I am traveling, it's really good to see different things or different people or even the accent of the people. Maybe it's different because I used to travel to Brasilia a lot, but I'm from Minas, and sometimes I can see this difference between the the way of talk, the new expression. So I like this part, like when you understand new expressions, because here we are in a circle and maybe everyone talk in the same way, but when you have this contact with new people, it's really, I don't know, it's cool. And at the same time you feel more, I don't know, you feel more, oh, there's a lot of things that I don't know about Brazil and Brazilian Portuguese language.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Elo, and you, what do you like most doing when you travel?
Well, when I travel, I make a list of all the touristic places on the city, and I make a chronogram.
Schedule?
Schedule, yeah, with all the places I'm gonna visit, and I search about the food, the local food I wanna taste, I wanna try, and I almost don't sleep because I wanna I wanna know everything on that place and enjoy the most. But I think I have to be better with this thing about people. my favorite travel was to Foz do Iguaçu, and
Mhm.
I don't remember knowing any people there. I think I was limited to the food and the places and the nature, but not about the people. I didn't meet and have a conversation with no one except about the people you need, to have some information or some service about the hotel, but not to have a talk about anything.
Very good. Who else? I think everybody said answered, right?
Yeah.
I like a lot the beach. I love beach. So when I like to travel and meet new beach. I like ride outdoor. I like ao ar livre. I love parks, beaches. So I love Cabo Frio. It's the beautiful beach I found in Cabo Frio. But I want to visit to Fortaleza because I never have been in Fortaleza. So the post-pandemic, I want to visit Fortaleza. It's my dream now.
Great, great. So let me ask a question about this. What is you can answer like what would be the first place you're gonna visit when you travel after everything about the pandemic is over? Or you can tell the place you really dream of visiting. So it can be the same, but sometimes people, oh, first I want to visit this, but my dream to travel is to this other place. So you can choose.
No, I want to visit Fortaleza, but the first time when you ask now, I think is the first place I want to visit after pandemic is in Rio de Janeiro, Paraty.
Yeah, good place.
I want to visit
Beautiful.
Paraty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, Pedro?
Well, I agree with Claudia. After this pandemic state, I want to visit another city, right? Don't matter a city, but I sometimes I think in Rio or maybe Curitiba is interesting. I never been there. I don't know. Maybe Foz do Iguaçu is very interesting. I saw a lot of photos, like Chaves, Chaves program. Do you been there? Yeah, just for photos. Foz do Iguaçu, but some people talking about that. How can I say? Campos do Jordão, but is better in cold weather, right? Yeah, this is a place I want to visit too. But I think I will choose Paraty too. Yes, a beautiful place, and I've never been there.
Campos Jordão, I think it was a beautiful place too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I meet only about photography, but I think it's Campos Jordão. Serras de Petrópolis. I don't know Serras. I
don't know too.
My friend visit Campos Jordão, but em pacote, she visit three places. or the same traveling?
Yeah, Campos do Jordão is a nice place to visit.
Yeah.
Well, in my case, as I said before, I don't like so much to travel, so I don't have a place in my mind right now, a local to go and to have fun. But I think after the pandemic, I will go probably to Goiânia in Goiás.
Oh, yeah.
I
Interesting
think,
too.
I want to visit.
yeah, I think I will live there. I'm not sure, but I want to know, the city and some good places. I actually was thinking about a party, maybe to dance, because here I
Yeah.
don't have it. So I've never had this opportunity to go out to a nice place to dance and to listen a good music because everyone here's just listen to sertanejo. I don't have a problem with it, but I just don't like it.
That's enough, right?
Yeah. So I'm done. I wanna know and have this contact with other kind of places, other kind of people that I don't have the opportunity here.
Vitor, what city do you live now? What city? Your
So
city?
it's called Riachinho.
Riachinho?
Yeah.
Oh, I never,
Yeah.
I never
Cute. It's
It's
cute.
really
heard
in.
about the city.
It's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's close to Unai. I don't know if you heard
Ah,
about it.
yes. Unai,
Yeah.
I see. I saw about Unai. Okay.
Yeah.
And Elo, and you, which place?
I think my first place is gonna be somewhere with natural contact. I love beaches, and maybe Maragogi or
Mhm.
Bonito, where it's not beachy, but we have a lot of waterfalls. And I would like to know a place like this. But my dream place is Japan, and
Oh, yeah,
I
incredible.
loved I love their culture, but I think uh, it's gonna I can remember demorar.
To,
Um,
to last.
yeah, because it's too expensive. It
Yeah.
depends how you go, but it can be more expensive than Disney too. So it's gonna last long. But I think now about these places with nature because I love beaches and I miss it so much because I'm not going now because of the pandemic, and all of them is have a lot of had a lot of people now even with the pandemic, and so I don't have courage to to be there. It's the place I'm more anxious and excited to go.
Great. Very good. And just the last question. Do you prefer traveling alone? Like there's a question, the backpacking. Do you prefer doing it alone or do you prefer doing with friends? Do you prefer traveling with family? What's the kind of trip do you like most?
I never traveling alone. I don't know how will be, but I prefer traveling with my family, my relatives, my parents, and my friends. I never traveling alone. I don't know if I would like or no.
Very good. What else? Who
Me
else?
too, Claudia. And I think I would like, but never tried. But I also think I would prefer with my family. They pretty fun, and with my friends too.
Okay.
So in my case, I wish I could travel someday with my friends or just one friend, two friends. Because yeah, I used to, travel with my family, but in that case, I don't used to have so much fun. Yeah, I like to being with them, but it's not the same when I had a friend close to me. But I wish like someday travel with a friend.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. In my case, nowadays I go out alone because most of my friends are dating now. So yeah, I'm alone now. So I went out to cinema alone. I go shopping alone, and for me it's okay. I don't have problem with this, but I think travel. I prefer make with a friend or friends, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think nowadays I would travel alone. Maybe uh, um, all of them are dating. I don't know if their women's agree with the travel. It depends the travel, right? But well, answer the questions. I prefer travel. I prefer travel with friends. It's more fun, right? Or fun. I think it's fun, not fun. Fun.
Very good. And what else? Who else? Who else?
And you, Philip?
And you, Philip?
You like alone or get together?
I have been always traveling alone. I just have like 1 or 2 trips I did with someone else, and it's a totally different experience. And I think I prefer.
Guys, can you hear me?
Oh, now
Yeah.
So I prefer
Go
alone.
on.
Nowadays, I prefer alone. Like, yeah. Hello, please, your turn before we bring people back. Oh, she left. Maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe the internet.
Yeah. So basically, I prefer traveling alone, but just because I when you travel alone, you need to be really out of your comfort zone because traveling alone sucks, and at least for me. And then I have the chance to meet other people and then make new friends. And I also got some students in the way. I went to Miami once and I got two Brazilian students. They were working there for years, and well, it was something. So I really traveling alone. And people are back, I guess. Not everybody yet. People are getting back. So in the main room, people are not much into backpacking, but we talked about trips, traveling and everything. It's pretty much the same. So I want to hear, Jefferson is laughing. I want to hear what happened in your room.
Because just rich people here, no suitcase, no baggage, no backpacking. That was very interesting to talk about travels. A lot of people like to travel. That's been interesting.
Very good. Oh, sorry.
We are talking about travel and look his scenario.
Yeah, Jefferson is
so far, right? So far.
Yeah, this is a place I really want to visit, to see that green stuff. I forgot the name. And I think in Norway or like those countries in the north of Europe, the Scandinavian countries. Boreal something. Aurora Boreal.
Okay.
Because I will travel to Mars now.
So let me check on people I still don't know yet. So Lara, I don't think it's your first time, but I don't remember you. Is it your first time? Yeah. So how was the experience? Did you enjoy?
Yes, I enjoyed very much. A friend of mine told me about this website and those classes, and I wasn't expecting, I didn't know what to expect, and I love it. It was so good. We were chatting so much, we couldn't finish the questions. I think we get to the number 10, maybe. And it was really good. I like it.
Yes, and the idea is not to answer all the questions, but I put all these questions just, sometimes the conversation goes fast and then you just have more options, Fer, and you, just how was
Hi, guy. I love this topic because backpack sometimes tell my proper story because my life, all my life was going on about the backpack. I in another room. I speak so much with Jackson. Jackson is the time of hip.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I travel abroad like backpacking. I did a lot of back I love backpacking. Yeah, so it's very practical in your life. You put a backpack in your back. You feel very free. No?
Yeah, you feel
You put everything you have in your life. You put it in your
back,
backpack.
and then it just
Get out!
exactly.
Get out now!
Very, very good, very good. And let me talk to Stephanie. I don't know you yet. Is it your first time?
Yes, it is. It's my first time and I love it. I have no experience with talking to another people before in English, and I'm very nervous, but it's so good for me. And I would like to be here in the other weeks and every time it was possible. I love it. It's so good. Thank you.
Really good. So welcome aboard, Elo. It was her first time as well. Did you enjoy your first time here speaking, listening?
Yeah, I've loved it, and I think I'm gonna develop very fast with you. And I'm happy I could understand all of the things you said, and I think I'm gonna have this opportunity now to develop my talking.
Very good.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, a gente tem um grupo de 50 voluntários, são 50 facilitadores, 50 pessoas que doam tempo para ajudar vocês a criar esse ambiente e também aprender mais. Então, eu aprendo muito quando eu puxo um TNT e por isso que eu puxo vários. Eu dei uma parada agora porque a gente está no meio de uma transição, eu tirei os encontros de domingo, porque, enfim, estava meio pesado, mas a gente deve voltar aí com domingo já em breve. E tudo isso só é possível porque a gente tem os assinantes do grupo do WhatsApp, que é um espaço que a gente traz um acesso ilimitado dentro do TNT. Você não precisa agendar, você não precisa pegar fila, você sabe quais são os temas antes, você recebe as perguntas. A gente está tentando trazer todas as perguntas do inglês, porque numa semana são 30 encontros, então a gente está no processo de ajustar isso para trazer as... Imagina, são 30 encontros por semana, cada encontro tem 10 perguntas, então são 300 perguntas por semana, são 1.200 perguntas no mês que a gente precisa entregar. Então, e isso tudo de graça que a gente faz, né, basicamente. Então, os assinantes do WhatsApp ajudam a gente. Então, ao invés de você comer um lanche esse final de semana, assina o nosso WhatsApp, é só acessar o site talkntalk.com.br e procurar lá o acesso ilimitado ao WhatsApp, que você vai fazer a inscrição, e pode fazer um mês só, depois se quiser cancelar, não tem problema, mas um mês já vai ajudar bastante. E a gente entrega também algumas aulas, tá? Que a gente tem algumas aulas que a gente vai mudar, a gente vai tirar lá da academia, que a gente chamava, a gente vai colocar tudo dentro do TNT, e a gente vai ter aulas do TNT, né? Então, quem quiser ter as aulas, o Barça colocou o link do WhatsApp, Então a gente oferece umas 3 ou 4, uma média de 3 aulas, às vezes 2, às vezes 4, uma média de 3 aulas por semana, geralmente à noite, para vocês poderem acessar. E a gente está reformulando toda a estrutura, então a gente vai parar de usar o nome aí Aprendi morreu, aí Aprendi não vai existir mais, e a gente vai usar apenas o nome TALKNTALK, e vai se posicionar como um grupo de conversação de idiomas, em que a gente vai ter as práticas gratuitas, a gente vai ter outras práticas que são pagas, que são divididas por níveis, e a gente está começando a testar uma prática individual, e eu comecei a fazer de graça essa prática individual, quem quiser se agendar, o Andrew foi um dos que agendou, e a gente teve várias pessoas agendando, e eu estava fazendo isso de graça. Então teve um dia que eu tive, tipo, 5, 6 encontros para conversar individualmente com as pessoas. Mas o que aconteceu? Muita gente agendou e não apareceu, né? E aí eu fiquei bem chateado com isso. E aí, por conta disso, eu coloquei lá o valor de R$19,90, mas para quem é assinante do WhatsApp, vocês não precisam pagar nada para ter essa conversação comigo, que a princípio é comigo, mas a gente vai trazer outras pessoas para conversarem também. Então, se quiser conversar em inglês individualmente, um negócio que não é gravado, é só você e a pessoa, você vai poder agendar. Então, a gente está testando esse formato, mas eu fiquei bem triste que algumas pessoas agendaram e não... Eu fiquei lá esperando e a pessoa... Enfim, mandei o WhatsApp, mandei e-mail e nada. Até agora estou esperando a resposta. Entendo o racismo, tudo mais, mas, enfim, é mais ou menos isso. O feedback de hoje, the feedback about our meeting today, you can just go to our YouTube channel, the video from today, and you can watch yourself back again to see how it went, especially for those who were in the main room, Claudia, Pedro, Elo, and Victor. And you can just check. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a like, and if you can, just give a comment. It can be really short, like, oh, great, very good, thanks, or whatever. Or you can just express yourself, oh, I like it, so we can bring more people to join and practice English for free, okay? So all of you, thanks so much. We have another meeting with Gustavo Barska at 5 p.m. talking about technology in English. And he has already the topic. For those in the WhatsApp, they already know the topic. And we are back next week on Monday. And thanks for your time, Claudia, Pedro, Victor, Fer, Barska,
Thank you, guys.
Ryan, Rosalia, Lara, Stephanie, Gabriela, Gustavo, Alice, Warley, and Elo. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Have a
Good weekend.
Thank you so much.
Good weekend.
Take care. Wash your hands. Use mask.